be on stage singing "O Canada."
Oh, so fantastic, so fabulous. Tonight, though, is the big kickoff, so you get a flavor from all the pavilions tonight.
Well, you get a flavor of some of them, not all of them. 45 would be a little tough, but yeah, and other pavilions have participated, so some are in the ethnic market. As you can see, Brazil's performing right now, doing more of an impromptu performance for the crowd. We have an exciting lineup. We have some international groups, and our headline act, Cubanito, a Cuban performer, who does traditional Latin music with a fusion of current hip-hop and reggae. So we're very excited about that.
I can hardly wait to hear them. And the big story is, will there be fireworks tonight?
Well, I hope so. Weather permitting, that's out of our control, but if there is, they're going to be spectacular because we've got 3 years worth. So I've been telling everybody we're going to have triple the fun tonight with that.
Yes, we're saving up for a big, big bang, I guess, to end off everything. Let's talk, though, about the festival itself, Ron. Runs 2 weeks, 45 pavilions, like you said, 23 the first week, 22 the second. It's a long, long festival.
Yeah, I guess it is. I mean, we're the longest, largest running festival of its kind in the world. You know, I think the reason why we're able to do it is because the unique thing about Folklorama when it got started back in 1970 is that it's done in partnership. So we do this festival in partnership with the 45 ethnic communities that put the pavilions on, and I think that's why we're able to do it.
And again, it's going to be a great time. Watch Shaw TV for the next 2 weeks for your daily dose of Folklorama. I know that we always have so much fun.
We do. And thank you for being here.
Oh, thank you. And the community at large always comes out so strongly to support this.
Yes, it's a great event. We've been here for many years. We're very fortunate to have a great partnership with the Forks. And, you know, last year with yourselves being on site, and again this year, it's just getting bigger and better.
And new this year were the VIP tours, and I heard they're sold out now.
Yes, people for many years have been saying, how can I get onto an American bus tour? And so we decided, well, we're going to create our own. So we called it VIP World Tour, where we had a bus each evening visiting 3 pavilions and an air-conditioned motor coach and bypass lineup, sit at the table, and get served VIP style, similar to how you go to Folklorama.
Oh, yeah.
And all for the low price of $54.95. And we sold out on Wednesday or Thursday, so we're very excited about that.
That's
so obviously
great.
We have to reevaluate and see if there's a need or more greater need, and if our patrons want more of it.
And as we wrap things up, we're going to talk a little bit now about the entertainment, because there's a wonderful organization called Faces that enables a lot of international groups to come to Folklorama.
Yeah, our booking agency Faces, we are members of CEOF, which is Council of International Folkloric Festivals. There's 85 countries that are members of this, and it's an advisory group to UNESCO. And we've been members for about 2 or 3 years. And myself and our Faces producer went to Bulgaria last year to their conference, and we made quite a few contacts. And I think this year we've got about 7 or 8 pavilions that have international groups through CEOF. Mexico tonight on stage, and the German one tonight as well are through our CEOF connections. So we're very excited about that.
Well, like they say in showbiz, we're going to get on with the show. And throughout the evening, we'll have interviews with some of the entertainers. And as well, we'll take a look back at Folklorama 2006 and revisit some of the pavilions. So stick around, because you are watching the 2007 Folklorama coverage on Shaw TV Channel 9.
The Slovenia Pavilion.
The Tamil Pavilion.
The Ukraine Kiev Pavilion.
And last but not least, the Warsaw, Poland Pavilion.
Ladies and gentlemen, how about a big hand for the ambassadors, youth and adults, of your 45 pavilions at this year's Folklorama. Now, at any of these formal events, it is a wonderful pleasure to call up our Folklorama Lamb, of course. Actually, no, I wasn't introducing you. I had to introduce the singer of our national anthem. Ladies and gentlemen, to sing our national anthem, and I'd ask you to stand. Would you please welcome Rosemary Todischuk.
Oh, Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all thy sons command. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true north strong and free. From far and wide, oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land glorious and free. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
Thank you, Rosemary. I guess the last thing to say before we get to these really, really formal speeches is to wish you lots of fun. Enjoy your week, and then enjoy your other week. Enjoy both weeks. I don't. You guys are week 2, I guess, so you guys have a week off before you even get started. No, actually, yeah, you've got lots of visiting to do, I'm sure. Enjoy your visits. Enjoy your volunteering with these wonderful, wonderful people, and vice versa on the second week. Again, thank you to all the ambassadors. Good luck. Enjoy your weeks. Now, we also have a very, very formal part of the evening where we have these very important people coming up. And to introduce these very, very important people, I have the pleasure of introducing another very, very important person. You're gonna have to borrow Stefan's mic right over here.
Sir, I was just looking for that other very, very important person you keep referring to.
Well, it's
the Folklorama Lamb.
It is. Ladies and gentlemen, he's my Von Hendricks.
I love that man, although I gotta say, I must be very, very warm inside that costume, all I'm saying.
Costume?
No, of course not. I don't know
it's
what
a real
that is.
llama, John.
Of course it is. Of course.
John, I mean, I know you've only been around for 5 years here in Winnipeg and enjoying this wonderful festival for all that time.
I just assumed that it would be a man inside the costume.
Oh,
but
now you're
of course,
sexist too. It couldn't be a woman behind there.
I assumed, of course, that it was a woman inside the costume, but that, of course, my mistake.
Right. I'm glad it is your mistake.
Have you spoken? Have you actually able to understand the language of the Folklorama Llama?
You know what? It's an international language, and the people who have to understand it are right there.
I've noticed the Folklorama Llama speaking with the children. I just assumed.
And the kids love the Folklorama Llama.
Well, who doesn't love the Folklorama Llama?
There you go.
Try and say that 3 times fast. I dare you. Any one of you. Folklorama Llama, Folklorama Llama, Folklorama Llama. There we go.
You're obviously on CTV.
Occasionally.
Is that what you need to practice? If I can say Folklorama Llama 5 times great, I might get a job there or something?
That's how I got hired. I don't know about you.
Good for you. So what are your plans during the week? I believe you have some special plans this week.
Yeah, well, for the next 2 weeks, we're really, really excited that Folklorama is here. Personally, I look forward to it every year. It is a very, very big event for us at CTV. We plan on having wall-to-wall coverage. We're going to be out there at all the pavilions. Every single day, we're going to be live throughout the newscast, doing live hits, and we're also going to be sort of turning the spotlight on some of the people from the communities, and that's one of the cool things. Like, you see all of these amazing ambassadors.
Really?
Each one of them has a story to tell, a unique event going on in their community, and so depending on what night it is, you'll tune in, you'll see a different story from that community. So I'm really excited about it. I've already started to go out and meet some of the people from those communities, and I can tell you they have some absolutely amazing stories to tell. So
Well,
I'm
we're
excited.
talking about, I mean, not only are the very important. You know, obviously these ambassadors here are obviously very, very important.
Of course.
But they're in front. You know, they're the ones who are going to go up on stage. They're the ones who look great in their ethnic dress.
They get all the accolades.
Absolutely. They have their names. They have their names in the Folklorama guide. You know, I mean, life's good for them.
It's unfair.
But we can't forget about the 20,000 volunteers who make Folklorama a possibility.
The little people, as you call them.
That's right. Excuse me, I never said little people. You're the one who called them little people.
But you called them little people backstage. I'm
right,
not
I did
fooled,
call-
and I don't think any of these people are fooled.
Where are
either.
those? Are there any volunteers here who are planning to volunteer some weeks and some time at Folklorama this year?
Make
Thank
yourselves
you.
heard. Let me hear
Make
it.
yourselves heard, because that's what it's all about.
Absolutely. You don't put on an event like this 2 weeks long without a lot of dedicated people who are willing to give up all of their free time to make it happen.
We're talking about 500,000 visitors at the gate. We're talking 20,000 volunteers. We're talking about, close to, you know, and I'm really bad at this. I was told last year there was 18,000 people at the Forks for this kickoff event. Tonight, we're looking at what? You're good at this. What do you think?
Well, you know, again, admittedly, this is an unscientific estimate, but I believe there's roughly 3 million people here
Good.
tonight. Anyone else back me up on that? Well, at least when we tell it,
Let's hear 3 million people clap. How about all a hand for you guys?
You know, this event, it compares with the Academy Awards.
It does.
Worldwide audience, as you see, the cameras right there. We're being broadcast live, 52 countries around the world, an estimated worldwide audience of 1.3 billion people. So again, very exciting.
Wow.
Let's say a big round of applause and a welcome to all the people watching us around the world.
That's a lot of stress, though.
It is a lot of stress, a lot of people, and frankly, the two of us not getting paid nearly enough for that many people who are
1.3
watching.
billion, that wasn't in my contract. But in my contract is you've got some very important people to introduce, and they have a mic where they can speak and give some words of welcome from all of the variety of governments, right?
Absolutely.
So, John, you do your job. I'm going to take a break right now, all right?
Thank you very much. Why don't you relax? You've done such a good
thanks,
job.
John.
Let's give him a round of applause. Has done a very good job. At this time, I'd like to ask Rod Bernouge to come up. He's a member of Parliament for Winnipeg South. He's bringing greetings from the federal government. Thanks, Rod. Go with that one right there.
Thank you very much. It's such a beautiful night here in Winnipeg. I just got back from Prince Edward Island, and I had to rush back for the greatest cultural event. That's Folklorama. You can't beat this event. Of course, I usually attend the pavilions for food, but you can't beat the dancing also. Tonight is, of course, the kickoff of this fantastic 2 weeks in Manitoba, the best 2 weeks of the year. And on behalf of Stephen Harper, our Prime Minister, I bring greetings to all of you. And I'd like to also put a plug in for my pavilion. My cultural background is Métis, and the Métis Pavilion is just on Manitoba Avenue, so hopefully everyone here can take a look and enjoy the Métis Pavilion. So thank you very much for coming out tonight, and look forward to this great 2 weeks.
Rod Bernouge, thank you. Next, I'd like to invite Flor Marcelino. She's MLA for Wellington, to bring greetings from the province and also from one of the sponsors, the title sponsor for today's event, the Manitoba Lotteries Corporation.
Hi, good evening, everyone. Are we having fun or are we having fun? Good. We'll keep it that way for the next 2 weeks. I would like to plug in 2 of the pavilions out of 45 pavilions, but I hope you'll see all of the pavilions. But don't forget to go to the 2 Philippine pavilions, okay? I'm so happy to be here to bring you greetings in behalf of our beloved Premier Gary Dewar and the Minister responsible for Manitoba Lotteries, the Honorable Greg Salinger. We thank you for your participation in the kickoff of Folklorama tonight, and we promise 2 wonderful 2 weeks if you just stay along. So we'll see you in the next 2 weeks, okay? Bye, everyone. Thank you.
You know, sometimes we hear about politicians who are double dipping. This next politician who's coming up is also double dipping, but in the best possible way. He's Mike Pactican. He is, of course, the representative for the Point Douglas ward. He is also the Ambassador General representing Folklorama. So let's give Mike a big round of applause.
Thank you very much, John. Bonjour, Tansianin, Sat Sri Akal, Guten Abend, Dobra Viacho, Buenas tardes. Magandang gabi po sa inyong lahat. To all my Greek friends, Yassas, Kolosorisate. And what else do I know? Namaste. Bonsoir, mesdames et messieurs. And did I say magandang gabi po sa inyong lahat? I did. Well, listen, it's certainly my pleasure to be here tonight on this wonderful evening in Winnipeg as we kick off Folklorama starting tomorrow, August 5th to the 8th. And it's good to see a sea of people here at the Forks where people have been meeting for over 3,000 years and where Folklorama has been happening in Winnipeg for over 38 years. And it's attributable to all of you, to the wonderful hundreds and hundreds upon volunteers who come out year after year after year to make Folklorama the festival that it has become, the world's largest festival of its kind in the world. I'm certainly proud to be here to bring greetings to you on behalf of His Worship, Mayor Sam Cates, and all of my council colleagues. Over the next 2 weeks, you've got to try some of the langos at the Hungarian pavilion. Wow, you've got to try that. And some of the Latin American pavilions, they have this peach barley drink. It's an amazing drink. And you got to try the spring rolls, the lumpia, at the Philippine pavilions. It's just absolutely addictive. You're just going to throw them back and whip them back. Listen, have a wonderful 2 weeks of fun at Folklorama. Enjoy the celebration here tonight. Thank you so much. Merci beaucoup. Salamat sa inyong lahat.
All right, at this time, it is my duty, it is my honor to invite the president of the Folk Arts Council, Martin Paseshka, up to the stage. They are the people who organize it. They are the ones who make Folklorama possible. You will notice that he has been injured, has a cast on his arm. I understand he got into a knockdown, drag-out brawl with the Folklorama Lama.
Right to the last count. Right to the last count, but I had to make sure I was in the Folklorama spirit, and red was the color.
Nothing is going to stop this man, and let him speak. I'm not going to stop him from doing that either.
I always like to join with people and get together and just hear how the echo comes back, so I always like to get together and say, hello, Winnipeg! Hello! Oh, that's almost there, but didn't raise the Richter scale here. Hello, Winnipeg! There we go! And welcome to the 38th annual Folklorama Festival. It's finally here. We're ready to start this summer with hot summer nights. Folklorama isn't just a local festival, it is Canada's cultural celebration. And we welcome visitors and performers from all over the world to join us in this city-wide party. And it's going to be a party this summer. So I encourage you to all get out there and enjoy it. Today, on stage here, you will get a sampling of what we'll get at the 45 pavilions this year. 45 pavilions throughout the 2-week festival. So today is an exciting day as we kick off the festival. Thanks to our title sponsor of today's event, Manitoba Lotteries Corporation, and also to the corporation, thank you to your staff who volunteered to come out and help us run the event. Thank you to WestJet here on my left for providing the luxury lounge today and for your generosity in giving out coupons and flights with WestJet, and for providing the children's activities this afternoon. Also, a big thank you to our new sponsor, Western Union, you'll find at the back. And also with us again this year is to Cambrian Credit Union. Thank you to GNR, Camping World, for the trailer. And of course, thank you to our pavilions that came out today to show their wares. And if you'll find them over here on my right, a big tent. Please, if you need to wander around, there's lots to see in there, showing off their wares at the ethnic market. And lastly, thank you to our host today, the Forks Market, a treasure that we have here in Winnipeg, right here in downtown, for providing the venue that we couldn't ask for a better location and a wonderful night to enjoy it in. And also, if you might also notice that there are many TV cameras around, Shaw Cable is broadcasting the event live, right at this moment, live to their Channel 9 community station. And it will be, for your pleasure, rebroadcast next Friday, August the 10th at 7 p.m. in case you miss any part of the show. So tonight we are kicking off the largest and longest running multicultural festival of its kind in the world. And what is the key to the success of Folklorama? Of course, it is the partnership of the communities, the ethnoculture communities, and it is the 20,000 volunteers that help to make this event a success for 38 running years already. So Folklorama contributes not only to the cultural landscape of our city, it also contributes to our growing economy. And that's important for Winnipeg and Manitoba. We estimate that Folklorama has contributed $14 million to the provincial economy. And by coming out and visiting the pavilions, you're not only supporting the festival, you're also supporting the 45 sponsoring organizations. So that makes the festival happen with success. And so when you buy your ticket to the festival, you are supporting the good work that these community organizations do all year round. So the communities start to plan their pavilions 10 months prior to their pavilion doors opening. And for that dedication to the 45 pavilions, and when you go visiting, do say thank you. For their dedication, I want to thank all those volunteers. And lastly, I really want to thank the Winnipeg and the Manitoba people out there for your continued support and commitment to Folklorama and making it a success. Have fun with Folklorama and Hot Summer Mites. Thanks again.
Thanks, Martin. Good job. Got some bad news for everybody. Very, very sad news. All of the speeches are now done. I know. You were looking forward to, we have 10 more politicians back there who would love to come out and chat with you people. Unfortunately, we told them all just to go on home.
John, I'm still upset by this whole thing.
We have a little more. You're upset? What are you upset about?
Well, I'm upset of the fact that this thing seems fixed.
I've been upset about the same thing. I'm glad you picked up on that. You tell them
well,
what.
I'm going to tell you why this whole event seems fixed. First of all, I had my hand up when Ritmo Misto was up here playing.
Yes.
And they said, look, we have a t-shirt.
I remember that.
You remember that part?
I do remember that part.
And the guy goes, yeah, as soon as the song is over, if anybody can name the song, I will give them a t-shirt.
You all heard that, didn't you?
And here was this woman.
You're watching 2007 Folklorama coverage all week long on Shaw TV.
One of the special things about Folklorama are the people that continue to show up year after year. And we're not talking about the people that enjoy Folklorama, we're talking about performers. And Hinode has become known not only because of the Japanese pavilion, but just because of this fantastic music. And I feel like family with you guys. I've seen you expand into something that is so phenomenal. And Shig, I hate to say it, but you are one of the senior members.
Just by a couple of years.
Oh, just by a couple of years. But you know, you do it year after year. What is it about it that you just love?
Well, it's exciting to get in front of people and perform and see them enjoy what's going on and see them jumping around and getting excited about it. So it's always a blast to see the reaction of people and how they much enjoy it. And it's fun for us too, of course, because we're up there having fun also.
Yes, very energetic, a lot of power, and I know you get asked this question year after year, but for those few out there that do not know what taiko drumming is about, explain.
Well, taiko drumming it originated in Japan, of course, many, many years ago. It started as part of religious ceremonies, and then it graduated into being part of the army and the warfare and spurring the troops on and trying to scare of course, the other opposing armies also. And it's developed the present form probably since the early 60s. And has developed since then in the form that you see now. And of course, our form is a lot different than what you would see in Japan or even in the United States. So we have a unique presentation, and we're always trying to develop it and expand and learn from other people and develop our own style.
And what's really interesting is that you have people that have come up the pike, like children, sisters and daughters, and family members have joined in, and it really has become quite a family affair.
Yes, and everything that we have to go through is it's difficult. Of course, we try and make it look easy, but it's always a challenge, and everybody pulls together, encouraging everyone else to to learn the new techniques or new songs. We all help each other out, so it's a bonding.
A bonding experience.
Yes, it is.
Well, once again, you are week 2 at the Japanese Pavilion at Sisler High again.
Yep.
And is there air conditioning?
Yes, it is. It's air conditioned, so everybody can come out and enjoy the wonderful weather, but stay cool in the pavilion. So.
Excellent, and you have to see them. Hinode Taiko. I can't say anything more about you guys. Year after year, you get better and better.
Well, thank you very much, and you are part of our family. So.
On that note, we end off on a big hug, and stay with us. There's still more to come on our Shaw 2007 Folklorama kickoff.
Ladies and gentlemen, Hinode Taiko. Again, they can be seen during week 2 of Folklorama.
Hot entertainment, great food. Feel the heat of Folklorama 2007. Let Shaw TV Channel 9 be your passport around the world with our daily coverage of the summer's biggest festival, August 5th through the 18th.
Bem-vindos ao Pavilhão de Portugal.
Hi, I'm Tyler.
I'm Kim.
And I'm Chris.
Welcome to the Pavilion of Portugal. Bem-vindos.
Well, welcome once again to the Pavilion of Portugal. I'm with the Pavilion Coordinator, Maria Santos. And before we get into talking about the wonderful things here, Maria, if you can describe your role, because it really is a role that you wear a lot of different hats, isn't it?
It truly, truly is. As the coordinator, you have to make sure that every department is working. And if not, you pretty much have to step in, intervene, fix it, and then move on. And you do that with grace and with a love, because the pavilion is for all, and we just want to show our culture, and that's what we do.
And at the end, it all comes together. And for this special time, we are actually down here in the cultural display, and for a lot of times, people overlook these kind of displays, and it's beautiful down here. You have a lot of different things to showcase.
Absolutely. Our display, we take great pleasure in showcasing a little bit of Portugal. This year we showcase pretty much 3 provinces, which is Extremadura, Alentejo, and Ribatejo, and that's what we focused on this year. Last year we focused on the islands of the Azores, and this year we chose to do these 3 provinces. And it just gives you an example of what we are all about and the 3 provinces has to offer.
And then upstairs you have food and entertainment, so what can we expect?
Well, the food you could expect bifana. It's a pork sandwich. It's marinated pork in a sandwich. You can also expect a variety of feature dishes, daily feature dishes. There's also frango, which is chicken. There's octopus for the more adventurous ones. And there's also risóis, which is I would say that sort of like a pierogi. So it's kind of a Portuguese pierogi. It's filled with a shrimp filling, and we have desserts, Portuguese desserts as well.
Oh, it sounds all wonderful. And what's your favorite?
I really do like them all. The desserts, I favor pudding flan, which is a flan pudding.
And finally, for beverages, choice of preference, what's special at the bar?
Definitely the sumal maracujá, which is passion fruit flavor, and it's a soft drink called sumal, and it comes from Portugal.
And entertainment-wise, did you bring any special guests in this year?
Yes, we did. We brought Henrique Cipriano. He comes from Toronto, and he's actually doing a tour next month in Europe. So he's a very busy singer, and he took the time to come out and help us and promote our culture as well, his culture as well.
Now, a long-time pavilion, everybody loves to go to Portugal for vacations, and you get a sample of this every year at Folklorama. Maria, how do you find the energy every year to come back and make it again one of the top pavilions?
We do find energy every day, every year, and just simply because we love our culture, we want to promote it, and we're a family here, so an extended family at that. And we love doing this. We love our culture, we love to display it and to showcase it.
Well, thanks so much, Maria. We're going to show you a little bit more of the Portugal Pavilion, and then hang on to your hats. It's our 3rd pavilion. The last one, we are heading off to Hungary, Pannonia. Portugal was so much fun, and we will be back this year for 2007. Right now, we're in the chaos of backstage, and I've got Kathy Hopper, director of the Ina Sutton Highland Dance Group, which is just on stage right now. Fabulous group you've got, Kathy.
Thank you very much. We're really excited to be here tonight, and we are week 1 of Folklorama, and it's just great. Really good.
Okay, for our viewers right now, viewing Highland dancing, what should we be looking for?
Oh, you've got to look for really intricate footwork, and a nice steady aerobic beat to the music. You might notice that when our arms are up, they're in the shape of that, and that's like a deer. So when the arms are up, it was of a story of a little boy came back and he saw a deer in the woods and he said, "Grandpa, Grandpa, look what I saw," and then the arms are up. So there's a lot of folklore behind all this athletic dancing and stuff. It's really nice.
Certainly is, and talking about little boys, I was asking you how many girls are in the group, and we forgot one special person.
We did. We do have one boy in our group, and actually Highland dancing is invented and done by men historically, and it's just only been in the recent past that women have taken over, literally, and are more prevalent in the competitions and such. But there are wonderful, famous Highland dancers that are male, and we really encourage all those boys to get out there.
Now, were you a dancer? Were you a dancer yourself?
Yes, I was. I started when I was 6 years old, and I fell in love with it, and here I am directing the group now.
Well, congratulations, and we look forward to seeing you week 1 at Folklorama.
Thank you very much. We're really excited to be here.
Right now, you are watching the Folklorama 2007 kickoff live at Scotia Stage.
To shun, or have the sheep wi' me, man? Or were ye at the Sheriff, or did the battle see, man? I saw the battle sair and chook, and reeking red ran mony a shook. My heart for fear gain sook forsooth, to hear the thuds and see the clubs o' clans, we woods and tartan, duds woggle on the kingdom's three, man. Hey-dum a header a hey-dum dan, hey-dum a header a hey-dan, hey-dum a header a hey-dum dandy, hey-dum header a hey-dan. Gallant gentlemen among the Hieland clans, man, a beer my lot man, you're a slain on in his enemy's hands, man. Would you sing this double flight, some night for wrong and some for right? Many bad the world good night, say pell and mel, we muskets snell, Tories fell and Whigs to hell, blew up and frighted bands, man. Hey-dum a header a hey-dum dan, hey-dum a header a hey-dan, hey-dum a header a hey-dum dandy, hey-dum header a hey-dan. The red lads we black the cats to meet them were nae slow, man. Thirst and pushed and blood and gushed, many a puke did fall, man. The great Argyle led on his fliles, went to glance for 20 miles. He hit the clans like ninepin kiles, hacked and hashed while broadswords flashed. Through they dashed and hewed and smashed till Freeman died a war, man. Hey-dum a header a hey-dum dan, hey-dum a header a hey-dan, hey-dum a header a hey-dum dandy, hey-dum header a hey-dan. We lost some gallant gentlemen among the Hieland clans, man. A beer my lord and you're a slain or in his enemy's hands, man. Would you sing this double flight, some died for wrong and some for right? Many bad the world good night, say pell and mel, we muskets snell, Tories fell and Whigs to hell, blew up and frighted bands, man. Hey-dum a header a hey-dum dan, hey-dum a header a hey-dan, hey-dum a header a hey-dum dandy, hey-dum header a hey-dan, hey-dum a header a hey-dan.
hands on to the new land. We came over by the score. We cut the ties and said goodbye and closed the old world door. We settled on the prairies and your cities and your towns. There's another oatmeal savage every time you turn around. And there's none more Scots than the Scots abroad. There's a place in our hearts for the old son. No, there's none more Scots than the Scots abroad. There's a place in our hearts for the old son. Well, we soon found our own kind, formed clubs and social nights. We practiced on each other just to keep our accents right. For there's more in China here than in all the motherland. We came 5,000 miles to the gathering of the clans. And there's none more Scots than the Scots abroad. There's a place in our hearts for the old son. No, there's none more Scots than the Scots abroad. There's a place in our hearts for the old son. There's a bar in the rec room in the basement of our house, a little shrine to Valentine's, pagan famous grouse. There's a spring of purple heather in the land that once was mine, and Robbie's on the tea-towel with the words to Old Lang Syne. None more Scots than the Scots abroad. There's a place in our heart for the old son. No, there's none more Scots than the Scots abroad. There's a place in our heart for the old son. Well, Canada's been good to us. We're living under home. We've all got central heating here, and most are on the phone. I'm a citizen of both countries, and I'm very proud to be. The thistle and the maple leaf are the emblems of the free. And there's none more Scots than the Scots abroad. There's a place in our heart for the old son. Now there's none more Scots than the Scots abroad. There's a place in our heart for the old son. Let's hear the choir. None more Scots than the Scots abroad. There's a place in our hearts for the old son. No, there's none more Scots than the Scots abroad. There's a place in our hearts for the old son.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Ina Sutton Highland Dancers. And I believe you can see them during week 1, if I got that correct. That's right.
Welcome to the Pavilion of Ireland. I hope you all have a wonderful time tonight.
So we have, what, maybe about 300 classes to learn that? No. Please welcome Gary and Chloe Collins, all the way from Ireland, and the special guests here at the Irish Pavilion. You are a real treat. Congratulations, 2005 World Dance Champion.
Thank you very much. It's a pleasure to be over.
Now, I guess the big question is getting into dancing. What was it like for you?
Well, I was 3 years of age, so I didn't really have a choice. My mother used to do Irish dancing beforehand, and she just thought it'd be a good way to keep me occupied, which it has been. So into lessons at 3 years of age, and 17 years later, I'm still doing it.
Well, Chloe, and you are tagging along here with Gary, but you're having a lot of fun?
Yeah, I'm really enjoying it, and I've been at it for 13 years now, so.
And you are a musician as well?
Yes, I play the flute and piano.
Oh, so musically inclined, a really great dancer. You've got some competition here.
Oh, I have, that's for sure. Another few years she'll be taking over from me.
Now, the dancing that you'll be doing tonight, can you describe what you'll be doing?
Well, it's a mixture of traditional and more modern steps. The traditional steps are your basic trebles, but the modern steps are all your high clicks and your intricate rhythms and stuff. So it's a mixture of everything.
It's so precise and it's so disciplined. Have you ever caught yourself kind of going, what comes next?
Quite a few times, yes. Quite a few times. But over years, with the amount of practice you do, you always learn. There's always ways of getting around making your mistakes, and you try, just don't show it on the face and nobody will know the difference.
Oh, Chloe, you are dancing with McConnell dancers, so what is it like combining and, meeting new people?
It's very enjoyable to be meeting the new people, and it's a good way to make new friends in this.
Have you ever been involved or been connected to a festival like Folklorama?
No, this is a first. This is our very first time coming to Winnipeg. We were in Toronto before, but we've never actually done folk festivals or anything like that. It'd always be just specific Irish dancing festivals or Irish dancing shows where you'd have traditional music and traditional dancing, but never a mixture like this.
When you're in competition, Gary, what is it like?
It's quite nerve-wracking. There's a lot of competitiveness between the different nations as such. As in Americans and Europeans, there'd always be a rivalry. But I think as you get older, you learn to enjoy it more. And there's always a bit of fun behind the stage, which can lead to friendly rivalry and good friendships.
So where do you want to take this in the future?
Well, I've one more year left in university, and then after that, hopefully do my teaching exams. So I'll be able to teach Irish dancing and hopefully keep the tradition going.
Ever heard of Michael Flatley?
I have, yes. Danced with him for a year and a half.
Really?
Well, his troupe, not him specifically.
Maybe the new Michael Flatley right here, along with his beautiful sister Chloe. Welcome to Winnipeg. Thank you very much.
You're very welcome. Thank you.
You're watching 2007 Folklorama coverage all week long on Shaw TV.
Whiskey was really good. Moose milk at the Métis Pavilion was really good. Who is this gentleman right now? Well, he is our MP for Winnipeg South, Rod Bernews. You did the big formal speech in the opening, but truly, you like to party at Folklorama.
Tracy, Folklorama is the best 2 weeks in Manitoba, and I really enjoy it.
Yes, and the Métis Pavilion is very dear to your heart.
Of course, being Métis myself, I always try to make it out to the Métis Pavilion where you can get the best bannock in town and enjoy some moose milk, like we said, but there's so many other great pavilions at Folklorama. You can't just stick to one. You got to try to do as many as you can. Last year, I think I hit 20, and this year I'm going to try and do maybe 25, 30 if I can, but we'll see what happens.
Is that a promise?
Well, I've got a baby girl now, so I can't maybe get out as often as I'd like, but I'm going to try and see how well she enjoys them, and we'll go from there.
Okay, so which is harder, being a parent, being a dad, or being a politician?
Well, I'd have to say by far being a parent is the toughest job in life, but the most important too. I enjoy politics a lot, but nothing's better than having a daughter.
And so you're here to enjoy Folklorama, great way to spend your summer, isn't it?
No question. Yeah, these next 2 weeks are known around the world as some of the best cultural events in North America, and no question people come out and enjoy it. I do. The food is great, and you can't beat Folklorama.
No, you certainly can't. I know that you have to run off, but thanks so much for stopping by, and I know that this is going to be another fantastic celebration.
Yes, it sure is. Thanks, Tracy. See you later.
Well, right now we've got Triglav on stage, and I was supposed to be having an interview with their choreographer, Christina, but I believe she has to put on this big, heavy costume onto one of the dancers. She says it weighs around 150 pounds, and it only can be worn by a single male. So I got to wait around for Christina because I want to find out the real story behind all of this. But maybe, Nathan, come on, we'll try and find her backstage here. Now, if the camera's on, you can see Triglav from behind stage. I need you to do a big favor, Ron. You're always running around here. I need Christina. She's sitting there watching, and I need her now, right here.
Okay.
Live. So there is that woolly mammoth costume that I was talking about.
Let's go to her.
Okay, stay. Okay, no, turn to the camera. Well, I finally found you, Christina. Backstage, I know it's a little loud, but I wanted to know the story behind the costume.
Oh, the current, you mean? He actually comes direct from Slovenia, from a town called Ptuj, where it originated. He is made from sheepskin. He's worn by the young men of the village. The tradition is still held within Slovenia today. Gentlemen, young men have them made by about November, and then they train from November because it's a very heavy costume. It's 150 pounds. And they train from November till about Lent. Throughout the villages, you can hear the bells ringing in the evening times.
Oh, it's such a lively dance. Let's talk a little bit about Triglav. How many dancers do you have?
This year we have 16 dancers. They're all adults with the ages of 18 and up. We've been together since 1972 and we just love it.
Oh, it shows on stage. Now, are you late? Do you have to go get the hip?
No, I am good. She's going to help him take it off, and I think she's okay. Actually, I do. Do you mind?
No, you go off, Christina. Like it happens in showbiz. Christina again? Is she saved by the bell? Oh, you are now watching Folklorama Kickoff 2007 live at Scotia Stage.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Slovenian dance ensemble Priglav. A few things about the Slovenian dance ensemble. If you notice,
You're watching 2007 Folklorama coverage all week long on Shaw TV.
This is one big happy family. All these people here are the Sorbian folk dance group, and Franziska, the real name of this dance group is?
That's Smerjaca, and the musicians are called Sprevian.
Okay, all right, all the way from Germany, East Germany, so welcome to Winnipeg.
Thank you.
How many people are in the company?
There's about 25 being here, but there's some more back in Germany. We couldn't take them with us.
Oh, too bad. I wish they were here. And you people have been around the world. Where have you been?
Oh, we've been everywhere, basically. We've been to Texas, to South Korea, Argentina, Portugal. What else? I don't know. Mexico last year. So.
And you bring to us now some beautiful music and dancing from Germany. Is there a specific type of dance, Francesca, that is celebrated in Germany?
Well, actually, we're not a German group, but Sorbian. And Sorbians, it's a little Slavic minority in Germany, and we have a total different culture than the Germans do. And we do perform only Sorbian songs and Sorbian dances. It's different to the Germans.
How is it different?
Well, you have a lot of, maybe you know, polka, what Poland dance to. That's basically like more this style, more rhythm, you know. A little faster.
And you're one of the musicians, so how did you fall in love with music and become a member?
Well, I've played the violin for 12 or 13 years now, and I just one of the members asked me if I could play because they needed a violinist, and I just came and I liked it just right away.
How long have you been in the company?
It's almost 4 years now.
Wow, now who would be the oldest member here?
The oldest member is actually our boss. Yeah, like he started out when he was a teenager too, as a dancer, yeah.
As a dancer. So what is it about the dance that you just love, Gabrielle?
Oh, excuse me, I need a translator.
Oh, you can translate for me.
Ja, also što na tem revanju ti tak rade imaš? Also što se ti bi tak ljubi?
Što revanje napravljeno zbuđi naj šitko veselo, a veselo je trebne za celo življenje, to je važno.
When you dance, it just gives you a good feeling and you're happy, and that's what you basically need for the whole life.
I know where I recognized you from. That's Dancing with the Stars. No, I'm just kidding. Did you ever watch that show? It's incredible. Celebrities dance with professional dancers, and he just looks like he should be a professional dancer.
Yeah, maybe. You should try it.
Once again, you're going to be all this week at the our German pavilion, so people can come out and see you then.
Yeah, they should come out. It's very interesting.
Yes. Wonderful. Once again, it's a Sorbian folk dance group performing week 1 at the German pavilion. Don't go away. There's still more to come. We are going live to the Folklorama Kickoff 2007.
Hot entertainment, great food. Feel the heat of Folklorama 2007. Let Shaw TV Channel 9 be your passport around the world with our daily coverage of the summer's biggest festival, August 5th through the 18th.
10. It's Dancing with the Stars. It's not Folklorama. Oh, welcome to Winnipeg. I have Roxana and Fabian. I'm sorry, but I really wanted a little special show before you got on stage.
Well, it was nice from you to ask that to us, because it's the only way that we can transmit to the audience all we feel that is in our heart is going through our moves. And to be in a festival like this, for us, is like amazing, because all the people that assist to this type of festivals keep the culture go on and on and on, and make us more confident to be on the stage and do the things every day better and better and better.
And I have to say, shows like Dancing with the Stars, and I'm a fanatic, Roxana, really has brought dance to the forefront. And the girls are gorgeous, the costumes are beautiful. For you, what is it like when you're on stage with Fabian?
For Fabian and me, it's like dancing is like life, right? To be dancing is to be alive.
True.
And I want everybody to support the Argentinian Pavilion. We were there performing back in 2005, and people this year is working so hard for make an Argentinian Pavilion to welcome everybody.
Yeah.
How did you get interested in dance?
We were kids, and actually it's a nice history, but I don't know if it's too long for TV, but I met Roxana dancing at one of the clubs that we used to assist to get culture instructions, and I was doing the music classes, and she was dancing, and when I saw her, I just passed by the room and I said, I have to dance.
And was it the same for you, Roxana?
I make look like I didn't see him, but I did. It was fun.
And that is really the true passion about tango too. It's the cat and mouse. It's the chemistry, isn't it? The magic between two.
Well, it's always there, and that's what we're looking for. Never lose this type of chemicals that you already mentioned. That they're really important for the performers in order to give to the audience the best we can.
Now, I have been to Buenos Aires, and I was very fortunate to visit a club. Roxana, for our other viewers out there, describe the atmosphere, the dance atmosphere in Buenos Aires.
The dancing in the social clubs is like a mute conversation. The man leads and the woman follows, and the lady should be very perceptive to answer, and we can embellish the dancing with flicks and ganchos, and it's very interesting. And once you get into the dancing, let's say if you are a beginner, then you won't stop dancing no more. You want to know more and more.
I want to ask Roxana, what is it like dancing in those heels?
Well, I'm get used to, so I feel the same in these high heels and in running shoes.
Well, you know what? We do have some time. You aren't going on stage quite yet. The Serbian folk dance group is going on that, so we have a little time. Maybe like a little tango lesson, 101.
Sure. Why not? Yeah.
Yes. Okay. So
can I dance with you?
Oh my.
Oh my God.
Yes, you can.
She's going to be the host, and you're going to be dancing.
Oh, that'd be great. My first time in my life.
I don't know.
Just start to dance with your right foot backwards. Long steps. Long steps. Yes, long steps. Long steps. Now, you will do that with your left forward, and camera, please look the footwork.
Okay. Whoa. Oh my God.
One more time. Long steps.
Thank you. Oh, not quite as good as. No. I think Roxana, you have no competition. Your job is very safe. Anyways, we are going to continue on with our coverage of Folklorama Kickoff 2007 at Scotiabank Stage.
You're watching 2007 Folklorama coverage all week long on Shaw TV. hot entertainment, great food. Feel the heat of Folklorama 2007. Let Shaw TV Channel 9 be your passport around the world with our daily coverage of the summer's biggest festival, August 5th through the 18th.
Obviously the first time here in Winnipeg, in Canada. Therefore, you are the lucky people to see them for the very first time here in Winnipeg, giving you their very own taste of a people that had been living in Eastern Germany since the 6th century. There are about 60,000 Sorbs living in Germany. Ladies and gentlemen, from Schmerlitz in Germany, dancing for 35 years, and again, for the very first time here in Canada, would you please welcome the Sorbian Folk Dance Group.
samacza dubity te kozynacz, niech haczy te kozynacza dubity te dżuki dacz.
Dom Janinu, doma syn ja wita, choć mnie bije z wyczaską, mana mnie bije z koleską.
Ladies and gentlemen, for the first time ever in Winnipeg and in Canada, a big thank you to the Sorbian folk dance group from Schmerlitz, Germany. Welcome to Canada and enjoy your week at Folklorama.
For those who believe winning a Lotto 649 jackpot is about as likely as being struck by lightning, meet the latest luck-struck Western winners, because it does happen. You could be next, just like that.
AWD specialists are your year-round window and door replacement experts. We offer professional installation and free in-home consultation. For more information, give us a call or visit our website, AWD.
We know more about windows and doors.
And that's a big welcome to the Chinese Pavilion, and these are the lovely guest artists here to perform specially for you here at Folklorama. I've got Adult Ambassador Lisa Powell here. Lisa, tell us more about this wonderful group.
Well, we have the Beijing Song Qingling performing children's folk arts troupe here with us this year. They're a young group of girls ages 9 to 13, and they do choir, musical instruments, and dance as well.
How hard do they train for this particular group?
Most of these girls attend a special performing school, and they train year-long to come out and perform for us.
Now, we did see them on Saturday at the kickoff, and they were a real crowd pleaser, especially their song, It's a Small, Small World. So I hope they're doing that again.
They are. We think it's appropriate to capture the spirit of Folklorama.
Family and children are very important to the Chinese culture.
Yes, I think family and filial piety is a major theme in Chinese culture.
So it's great to have them here as international guests.
Definitely.
Okay, so does someone want to try a little interview in English?
I think this girl would like to speak for us.
Okay, so how has she enjoyed her stay so far in Winnipeg?
她问你喜不喜欢在 Winnipeg?
喜欢.
She does like it so far.
And what's been her favorite place so far?
她说你看见你最喜欢的地方是哪里？
就是动物园。
She says she likes the zoo.
Red and purple, yes. It's a little Wow, I'm with Melinda Lee. You are a volunteer, and Melinda is like shades of Chinatown on a busy Sunday here.
Yes, it's very, very busy. A lot of chaos, but it's great, good chaos here. And we have lots of food, so people are hungry. They want to eat, and they have great food here this year.
So what do you have on the menu?
We have egg rolls, chow mein, fried rice, chicken balls, vegetables, and we have a lot of great desserts, and we have beer, domestic, and
Chinese.
Chinese Tsingtao beer. Very, very good.
Yes.
So it's wonderful. And then we also have great desserts I want you to try. Our sugar
I know they are. You know, they just tell me, oh, by the way, they're done, as if I didn't know. Ladies and gentlemen, Rusalka. Now, I guess I'm going to show my ignorance here, but
Hot entertainment, great food. Feel the heat of Folklorama 2007. Let Shaw TV Channel 9 be your passport around the world with our daily coverage of the summer's biggest festival, August 5th through the 18th.
We are known as Friendly Manitoba, so this interview will be conducted using first names only. I have Barbara, Mary, Owen, and Laurie. And after this, just please nod your head if I get your names wrong or anything after that. No. Okay, hey, very good. How did you know my name?
I keep practicing.
These are very special guests all the way from Surrey, BC. I'll start with Barbara here, City Councillor. Why are you here at Folklorama?
Well, actually, I personally am representing the mayor because she couldn't be here today. But Surrey has a vast interest in putting together a multicultural festival. We are a very, very diverse community and city, one of the most diverse in the country. And so we are looking to put together a multicultural festival. And where else would we go to see how it's done but to Winnipeg? So that's why we're here. There's no point in us starting from the beginning when it's already up and running here, and we can just, we've been graciously accepted, and we're just learning all we can.
You realize, Mary, this is a very, very daunting task. It is like the oldest and probably the only festival in the world.
And we are so excited to be here in the city of Winnipeg and being a part of the Folklorama. And the reason why we wanted to be here is because this has been such a successful event over so many years, and we want to make a success in our city too. I chair the new Multicultural Advisory Committee for our city of Surrey. It's the largest committee that we have. We've got about 23 communities represented on our multicultural committee, and so they're very excited to get on board and looking forward to putting the Fusion Festival on.
It's so interesting, and I find it so cool that it's actually catching on. We've been doing it for 38 years, Owen, but I think it's so neat that it's actually spreading across the country.
Well, I'll tell you what, this is a model that we can learn from. We were designated a cultural capital of Canada this year, and with it came some funding to put on a 3-day Fusion Festival, which will be our multicultural festival. And we think we can learn a lot from you folks. What went right and some of the things you've improved on over the years.
Oh, and Laurie, we like to party, so you've come at a good time.
Thanks very much, Teresa. We're really happy to be here, and we certainly want to get out to your pavilions. We're happy to be here tonight for your kickoff event and learn from that. But we know there's some key pavilions we want to get to and experience some of the wonderful, friendly hospitality of Manitoba and explore some of your cultures. We've got lots of great cultures in Surrey, and we want to see how we can showcase them in our community and learn from the things that are going on in Manitoba.
You've picked a fantastic event, though, to kick it all off because you get a flavor from everyone here. 45 pavilions, that's a lot of partying there, Barbara.
It is, you know, and when we were going through the marketplace over there, everybody came up and said, you have to see our pavilion, it's great, and I wish we had time to see all of them. And they've got beautiful things on sale and very enthusiastic, and I just think it brings the cultures together, and it's good for everybody. It's a very exciting atmosphere, and this is what we've heard, this is why we're here, and we're all excited to be here, Tracy.
We're so glad to have you here, Mary. I hope you enjoy your stay, and please enjoy Folklorama, and you don't go away because there's still more to come with our live coverage of the 2007 Folklorama Kickoff.
Thank you very much.
Well, I'd like to welcome right now Rogerio to Shaw TV. And did I pronounce that name right?
Yes, you did. Perfect.
Yes, I know, and it kind of looks like Rogerio, but you happen to be the youth ambassador for the Spanish Pavilion.
That's right.
Yeah, so what are some of your duties, Rogerio?
Just take care of the people, make sure that everyone's really happy, and basically just make sure everyone has a smile on their face.
Oh, and I'm sure you're going to do a good job of that. Have you been involved with Folklorama for very long?
Yeah, actually, I've been involved for about 8 years now, and this is my 2nd year as an ambassador.
Yes, and I hear you just got another award, too.
Yeah, for General Ambassador, there's a competition each year, and there's General Ambassador, there's 4 of them, the 2 youth and 2 adults, and I got one of them, so.
Oh, congratulations. Bigger duties next year, though.
Exactly, got to make sure that everyone in the entire Folklorama is happy.
All right, if you could, Rogerio, tell everybody what is their one thing that they must come and see at your pavilion?
Absolutely, definitely the dancers. You cannot miss out on the dances, beautiful dresses, everything like that. It's all in the dancing, really. The food's awesome too, but I have to give props to the dancers.
Okay, and you are week 1, and where is the pavilion?
It's on Sargent and Wall. It's at the Casa Dominio.
Great. Okay, well, we're going to get set for some hot dancing, the tango. So we're going to go now, continuing on with our Folklorama Kickoff 2007.
You're watching 2007 Folklorama coverage all week long on Shaw TV.
Con permiso. Señores, me llamo tango. Yo soy el tango que llega por las calles del recuerdo. Donde nací ni me acuerdo en una esquina cualquiera. Una luna rabalera y un bandoneón son testigos. Yo soy el tango argentino, donde guste y cuando quiera.
Ladies and gentlemen, Roxana et Fabien. That.
You're watching 2007 Folklorama coverage all week long on Shaw TV.